Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, and welcome to NerdTube. Just a quick video here. I'm here with Jose. How you doing?
Doing all right, man. Oh shit, these people are crazy.
Yes, they are. Nice haircut, by the way.
Thank
As
you.
many of you know, Seth Rollins was attacked on Monday Night Raw the other day. We're going to briefly talk about that and have a look at the video as well that is currently surfacing on the internet. I did watch a little bit on Raw itself, and it was so stupid, like the commentators, because it wasn't a regular run and it was a fan attack. And so after the fan attack, the cameras cut away and they went back into the ring. And who did Seth Rollins fight in the ring?
I don't know because I don't watch Raw these days. I just saw the angle of the attack, and it might have been Balor. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Let's say for argument's sake, it is Balor, yeah?
Yeah.
So Seth Rollins is being jumped. We clearly see that in the camera footage, yeah, because they took too long to cut away.
Mm-hmm.
And then next, the commentators are now talking about Finn Balor in the ring, while some fucking idiot is jumping all over fucking Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what we saw on the recording or the live version of Monday Night Raw. But fortunately, everyone has a fucking video camera on them on their mobile phones. So this is actually what really happened. Let's have a quick look at it, shall we?
Yep.
I can't get any bigger than this, I'm afraid.
It's all good.
Look at this guy,
You can
man.
clearly see him. He lunged. Yep.
He like he came from backstage.
Mm-hmm.
And like, the wrestlers are, so the referees are in there now. Now there's security. Security
Yep.
are always too fucking late for these things, man. Because these things are so blue moon. They always end up fucking. You could go years without a fan attack. And then next thing you know, a fan comes in, and like he's calling him a motherfucker right now. I remember that.
Yep.
Seth Rollins is pissed.
Yeah.
And you can tell that it's a different era as well. Because back in the day, Jose, like in the 90s and shit.
We're old now. Let's just go ahead and say it. We're fucking old now because we both grew up during this shit. And I remember seeing the video of when Austin and Triple H were fighting at a house show. And this was the time when Austin was coming up as the WWF champion. A fan jumps in the ring, tries to attack Stone Cold, and then Triple H, as the heel, had to beat the fuck out of the fan. Yep.
Yeah, here it is.
Mm-hmm.
In the ring with the cat, and I was a babyface at the time, and Triple H was a heel.
Austin is commentating, yeah.
For you guys back. Triple H, stand-up cat. He
was Hunter S. Helmsley then.
Yep.
And started punching his lights out. And he's yelling to the security guard, "Get your ass in here!" And the security guard didn't know where to shut or wind his watch. He was confused. It happened so fast.
Look at the referee.
Look at Earl. Earl ain't having it.
I'm the baby face. Yeah. But Triple H.
Or is that Kyoto? That's Kyoto.
Yeah, man.
And I went backstage and I had a couple of words with the guy. And I didn't take a cheap shot at him or nothing like that. But I had a little come to Jesus meeting with him and let him know how I felt. But I always gave Triple H credit for doing that. But
Triple H always had their backs, man, when it came to these things.
To come into that building, you've earned the right to voice your opinion.
I'm no fan of Triple H, but
do whatever. Yeah. To the
he would defend another wrestler over a fan every day of the week.
Yep. You don't want to be punched, slapped, none of that. But when someone crosses those rails, when someone comes between those ropes, you're considered fair game.
Yep.
And by and large, brother, back in the day, if you jumped in the ring, you would get your ass handed to you in a hurry for a shoot.
He ain't kidding either.
Was he dropping potatoes on you? Was he getting you good, or was
he'd only got a couple in on me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it happened so fast. I mean, Triple H was laying there.
Was he a big guy or no?
No, he was just a medium-sized guy. Jeez. He was just rowdy. He was a little bit buzzed up.
Getting beaten up by Triple H.
Oh, dude, Triple H, basically, he belly to back suplexed and got on top of him and started punching his lights out. It was hilarious. But, I always appreciate Triple H for standing up for me like that and watching my back.
All right.
Okay, so, yeah, let's get into it. I think as far as it goes, and this might be a controversial take, I think the minute you cross the line and you lay hands on a wrestler one way or another, whether you try to choke them, whether you try to lay hands and go fisticuffs, you should not only be banned from WWE arenas, but I think the arena needs to take precedence and ban you entirely from the venue. That's my thoughts on it.
Man, like assault
and restitution too. Yep.
Yeah, man. Like what the fuck? This is one of the good things I like about sane wrestling fans. When that dickhead who attacked Bret Hart a couple of years ago at the
Hall of Fame.
At the Hall of Fame, yeah. I mean, I'm so glad he got fucked over, man. There was so much muscle there ready to fucking kill him. It was unbelievable.
Yep.
And then when we see all these other there's so many videos of fans attacking wrestlers. The moment you fucking do that, you are fair game. The moment you cross those ropes, you're fair game. And I'm really happy that wrestling fans are saying, fuck him up, because they're not talking about the fan to fuck them up. They're talking about the wrestlers to fuck up the fan, because wrestling fans don't appreciate that. They don't appreciate these dickheads trying to, get their 15-minute of fame that way. Wrestling fans make their mark with their chants and maybe throwing a wrestler off when he's doing his promo and shit like that. That's how you make your mark.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with bantering with the fans. Like, hey, you suck. Oh, you sucked. Oh, man. Like,
exactly.
That type of shit. I'm okay with that. But, I think
freedom of speech right there, man.
And I also think here's the thing, too, with these wrestlers. I think wrestlers should be able to get in at least one or two good licks with no consequences. And I know people are going to have differing opinions on that, but I think that's what should happen.
They are defending themselves, dude. More than one or two licks. Like I said, if you're a fan and you're jumping in there, what is your fucking purpose? These people are entertaining you. They're already putting their fucking bodies on the line, and then some fucking dickhead comes in there. God knows what would happen. We already saw what happened to Bret Hart.
Yep.
So the moment you cross the fucking ropes,
you're fair fucking game.
Yeah. You're fair fucking game. And if they beat the living shit out of you,
it's on you.
They were defending themselves. They were defending themselves. Yeah, you have no right to do that. Look what happened to I need to go back to Seth Rollins.
Yep.
Yeah, let's have another look at that shit again. Let's have another look at it again. I mean, look, he's had his match.
Yep.
He's walking back, giving the.
Yeah, he came from the side. Yep, came from the side.
Joke, I'll give him that. Now the referee's coming now.
What the fuck is you doing, boy?
Yeah, and when the wrestling fans are like being like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Yeah.
Look at Rollins. He's fucking furious, man.
What the fuck is going on, bro?
And I know people
try and look backstage a bit, because look, you can see a couple of wrestlers walking out.
You can see Michael Hayes if you look on Twitter and find some photos, you can see Michael Hayes and Becky Lynch in the back. They were getting ready to come out. Yeah.
Look at this. Let's have a look at this one. Oops,
yep.
Wrong click.
Yeah, here's kind of a better angle from the backstage or side view.
Oh, God. Yep. Wow.
So he tried to put him in a choke, and then he tried to get his foot.
Come on, boy.
I'm going to give Rollins this. He stayed in character. That's something that a lot of wrestlers wouldn't do.
Hey, look, what's his face? There's Jimmy Wang.
There's Michael. That's Michael. There's Michael. Yeah. You could see Michael in the back.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, absolute idiots, in my opinion. Absolute idiot who did that. Every wrestling fan. I mean, they're so lucky that, in a way, like, things have evolved, because I've seen, many attacks on the NWO by wrestling fans.
Mm-hmm.
Savage. He was savage when he got hold of those guys. He didn't waste any time. With the day Hulk Hogan turned heel.
I remember that big fat ass fan that got in the ring, tried to get in the ring, and he got
irate, man.
He got stomped. Yeah.
and like Kevin Nash saw him first. Kevin, come here, bird.
Yep. Kevin Nash saw him first.
Scott first and started stomping him in. And then Scott Hall saw him, like it triggered in his head, oh shit, that's a fucking mark.
Yep.
And then started wailing on him too.
And I think how it needs to be is, like I said, lifetime ban, restitution, fines, all that. That's what needs to happen.
Take it to court, all of that, man. Make sure.
Yep.
It needs to be like, these things need to be like set in stone, that if you do this, you're gonna ruin your fucking life.
Yep.
In very way, physically as well as mentally,
Yep.
and financially.
Yep.
Your life is gonna get ruined. Yeah, these motherfuckers. Yeah, they don't need this shit from you guys. Just be there as a fan, make some funny chants. Get in their heads that way. Don't fucking get in. And plus, these guys are fucking physical fucking behemoths. They will kill you.
Can you imagine?
Kill you.
Can you imagine if someone tried this shit on Brock Lesnar? Just think about that. If someone tried Brock,
break their neck, man.
Oh yeah,
You'll go all full MMA on those motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
He would. I mean, he's.
Yeah, can you imagine like Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley? I dare one of you motherfuckers to try it on a big guy and see what happens. I dare you. Try that shit on a big guy.
Like, we saw them like try it on people like Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. They don't even have the stamina to go against these guys, let alone the physical strength. As soon as they get in the ring, they're already at a disadvantage because they're crawling in and shit like that. And then you got some 6'7" motherfucker stomping on your head.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this guy got lucky, but he Seth Rollins wasn't expecting some dickhead to run at him. Even when you saw him for a minute or two, for a second or two, he has to register what the fuck's happening to you.
Now what I think needs to be done for precaution is WWE needs to start tarping off that area any way they can, because they can come from anywhere. If it takes some parts getting tarped off, so fucking be it. That's what I think may need to happen.
I mean, I don't think everyone needs to be treated like an idiot. Like I watch soccer matches, yeah.
Yep.
And on the odd occasion, you get some stupid fucking fan. I mean, in the UK, it's not so bad. In the rest of Europe, it can be a little bit bad. You get some stupid fucking fan running on the field,
and
it does worry me that over a sport like that, people might kill a professional footballer, because he plays for the opposition and they don't like what happened or whatever, which is absolutely ridiculous. There's much more important things in life to fucking fight over than a fucking sports team.
Mm-hmm.
And it just makes me wonder I mean, it's a bit different in wrestling because, like people are very emotionally invested in this sport. And now with kayfabe pretty much out of the fucking water, everyone knows that wrestling is staged. Now people are just doing it just to get noticed, in my opinion.
And I'm going to keep
it because of a fucking storyline.
And I'm going to keep it real with this whole WWE versus AEW thing and crush all the fanboys and fangirls' hopes and dreams. I'm sorry, guys, but if you're hoping for the 1990s to come back, you'll never see that again. It will never be like that again.
Yeah, it's evolution, dude. It's evolution. You can't go back. You can only go forward.
Yep.
You can never go back in time. You can only go forward in time. I say this phrase often, but I sometimes tongue tie myself. What was once was will never be again.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's how it is. Things are constantly changing. No one can be fucking brainwashed into thinking that wrestling is not fucking staged. Everyone knows.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking. It's a staged event.
With the advent of social media and the internet, wrestlers openly breaking kayfabe every fucking minutes.
For fuck's sake, man.
Yeah.
Down on YouTube. You got fucking Seth Rollins and fucking
you got Rollins, AJ Styles, and all these guys playing video games.
Shit like that. AJ Styles, by the way, he's such a bad loser at video games. I fucking love it, man. I used to think he's so cool, but he looks like a little dweeb when he fucking loses at video games. It's so funny. Yeah. But that's going on a tangent here.
But I'm gonna ruin the magic for all y'all and tell you guys that it's wrestling. It's a Holiday on Ice show. I said it. Yeah. It's a Holiday on Ice show. It's a Holiday on Ice tour in the ring. You're not supposed to take it seriously. It's not all that deep. It's entertainment, and people need to relax. And people need to realize that wrestling is never going to be like it once was. It's never going to be must-see every week again.
Let's have another look, see.
Yeah.
Rollins thinking, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But look at him. He takes him in a guillotine. Once his teammates, once his colleagues come in.
What the fuck is you doing, boy?
Yeah, they make sure they resolve it all.
Mm-hmm.
You say he's staying in character. I think he's just fucking pissed, man.
It's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hayes and Becky were in the back like, yo, you want to go throw hands with this motherfucker? Because they were about to do it, too.
Dude, they like I said, they're gonna they're gonna get so many like this. Like he's taken backstage. You know who's backstage? The fucking roster. Yeah, you know what I mean? And they're like fucking going, yeah, let's kill this motherfucker.
They would too. They would too.
And you know, maybe this is retribution as well, because when fucking Bret Hart got attacked, the only person who didn't fucking go to help was Seth Rollins. He just sat down and watched the whole fucking show. Yeah.
Yep.
So maybe
you know,
a little bit of karma on him. But nevertheless, it's still wrong. It's totally wrong.
Yeah.
What happened? And none of us condone it. You know, it's mildly entertaining because it happens very rarely. I always fear for the wrestlers' lives when some dickhead fan comes in there. But once the fan has taken over, then I don't care for the fan's life, because you fucking put yourself in that position. You didn't have to put yourself in that position. And because you did, you know what? Go fuck yourselves. You deserve everything you get.
Yep.
Anyway.
Lifetime ban, fines, all that. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
If you're going to fuck around and find out, know that it's going to ruin you physically, mentally, and financially, and you reap what you sow. You deserve what you get.
Exactly. No 15-minute of fame. Like these people, like the dickhead who attacked Hart. You know, he's not. He hasn't got anything from this.
Nope.
Nobody wants to fucking deal with him. I don't even fucking remember his name. I saw a brief little bit of news about him, about how he went to court on a couple of occasions and all of that. I mean, nothing came from it. Nothing came from it at all. And with this guy as well, yeah, it'll be news for the next couple of days, if that.
Yeah,
and
if
then,
that.
I mean, it's news at the moment because Raw was yesterday. Tomorrow, people will obviously forget about this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I hope for him it was fucking worth it, because honestly, from here onwards, I think it's not going. I think there's going to be a lot of regret he's going to be going through. What a fucking idiot, man! What a fucking
You'll
idiot.
never get to go.
I hope he got his ass beat backstage. I really did.
Yep, you'll never get to go to a WWE event again. You could say goodbye to going to WrestleMania, and WrestleMania, everyone should go at least once, even if the product is bad. I think everyone should experience it once. This guy shouldn't get to do that now, in my view.
Yeah, I hope fucking AEW keeps an eye on this motherfucker too.
Yeah,
you know, but these dickheads seem to be the sort of people who would go on WWE. I can't imagine AEW fans doing something like this. Could you?
No, not yet. Not yet. Maybe to MJF. I could see a fucker trying MJF because he's just so good at what he does. I could see that probably happening.
You know, you would think those sort of fans would appreciate somebody like MJF because he's so good at what he does.
He's very good at what he does.
Sometimes if you're a really good wind-up merchant, for me, it's like Vicky Guerrero. Sorry to go on a tangent here. She got the crowd booing so much so that I admired her. There was so much admiration for her. You know what I mean? Because my God, this woman, she should be nothing more than she was just. Sorry, I'll take that back. She was nothing. She was nothing more than Eddie Guerrero's wife, and then she was no longer in Eddie Guerrero's shadow. You know what I mean? She became her own entity. When you saw Vicky, you never thought about Eddie. But anyway, that's a whole different fucking story, a whole different fucking topic.
All I'm going to say regarding Vicky is she is one of the most underrated of all time. She does not. She doesn't get her due. She does not get her due.
Valet, all of that. She's fucking fantastic. Hall of Fame, by the way.
Oh, Hall of Fame. Absolutely.
Without doubt.
Absolutely.
Without doubt.
She's earned it. Yep.
Yeah. All right then, Jose. This has been fun.
Yes, it has.
We don't see one of these incidents again anytime soon.
Let's plug the NWO thing. Speaking of which, because in a few days, guys, we're going to be talking about NWO versus D-Generation X.
Yes, we will be. Yes, that will be at 2:30 Central Time. 8:30 UK time. We're doing this for Vance on No Budget Productions. He is dying to talk a bit about this, so we're going to be talking about DX versus NWO, the minor moments where we have DX crashing WCW. Remember that?
Yep. And there's also one moment I'm going to bring up. Speaking of fucking fighting, there were people in the crowd fighting in the NWO back in the day. The NWO were fighting the crowd because they were all fighting. That's how over the NWO was. Yep.
Yeah. So, we're going to be talking about those two factions, as well as those two factions colliding at certain points, professionally as well as kayfabely, and as well as personally as well. So yeah, keep an eye out for NerdTube on that. That's happening this Friday. Until then, Jose, thank you very much.
Yeah,
for
thank
joining me
you.
on this. And to everyone else, don't be a dickhead and stay behind the rails. Thank you.
Know your place, people. Know your place.
Know your place.
It's just a show. Remember that.
Just watch it. Talk about it. Scream your fucking lungs out. But that's about as far as it goes. Take care, everyone. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice day. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.